Choosing a name for a newborn is an exciting time for many parents. Body language expert. After her twins were taken away from her after a challenging birth, teen Mom Star Kailyn Lowry has chosen a different route. Kailyn, 31, a former MTV reality star, gave birth to twins in November at the age of 35 weeks. This occurred 1 year following the birth of Rio, her fifth child, whom she shares with her 25-year-old boyfriend Elijah Scott. Nothing about the names of Kailyn's newborn girl and boy is known at this time. The U.S. Sun stated that Kailyn announced her pregnancy in January. For her boy, Kailyn exclusively called the twins Baby A, and for her girl, Baby B. She posted pictures of her postpartum figure and new clothes to Instagram in the interim. Judy James, a body language specialist, said Kailyn had been under pressure. She claimed that as a multi-bonder in her family, the former reality star had difficulties. Kailyn posted a video in the ICU on Saturday. She put a pink bow on her daughter's head and hugged her. She wrote, "A glimpse of our ICU journey," as the post's caption. "I love this gal. Never truly had her own family, but created one herself," a viewer commented on the video. "That baby's mama is awesome." Another person added, "I'm so happy to see that you blew through all the obstacles in life." After the birth of her twins, Kailyn appears to be an emotional octopus, James told the U.S. Sun. "It is a heartfelt custom to put a bow on her daughter's head and take off the ICU blanket to replace it with a blanket from home. She bonded with her fans by sharing an experience with the camera." This also has to do with the challenging procedure she has been managing ever since. It has been especially difficult for Kailyn to form a bond with her twins. She is waiting to reveal their identities in order to strengthen the ties inside the family. What could seem like a cynical attempt to mock her supporters is emotional maturity. For the first time, she put her family above social media. In a different excerpt, Kailyn talked to Elijah about the challenging birthing process of the children on her podcast, Barely Famous. They were split up when their twins arrived 5 weeks early. Kailyn has put her strength and love first, ensuring that every family member bonded with her, James stated. Kailyn was honest about her experience with the twins when she chatted with Elijah on her podcast. She demonstrated the ability to attempt multi-bonding and caring. She has been juggling a lot, so the name release would come last. James advised the mother of 7 to hold off on naming the baby because they had been apart for weeks. Kailyn used the word bonding, meaning she feels accountable for fostering relationships between the new twins and her other children, the speaker stated. Though Kailyn is considerate to the twins, who had to spend some time apart, she feels accountable for herself and Elijah. It should come as no surprise that she has not disclosed their names given the amount of separation that was going on. The reason for the name delay is the nearly unique experience of having to keep twins apart for a considerable amount of time after birth. James asserted that the names of her other 5 children were similarly significant. With her ex, Joe Rivera, Kailyn is the mother of 14-year-old Isaac. She is the mother of 2 sons, Lux, age 6, and Creed, age 3, with her ex-husband Chris Lopez, and Lincoln, age 10, with her ex-husband Javi Marroquin. James stated, she has given her other children strong names, Creed, Lux, Lincoln, and Isaac. Kailyn may have been hesitant to give her son and daughter names that are just as strong. Although Kailyn intended to give her children identical names, she preferred to wait until they were both at home and secure. She may have even desired for her kids to gradually get to know them and feel like a part of the naming process. Before joining Teen Mom 2, Kailyn began her reality television career in 2010 on MTV's popular show 16 and Pregnant. Following her departure from the brand in 2022, Kailyn persisted in sharing the highs and lows of her relationship on social media. In 2022, the influencer began dating Elijah, her current partner. Kailyn and her mother Susie are no longer in contact. She also had a bad relationship with Raymond, her father, who separated from her mother when she was a small child. Kailyn has had success with her podcasting endeavors in spite of her obstacles. Coffee Convos, Barely Famous, and Baby Mama's No Drama are the 3 shows she has started. The Barely Famous podcast features poignant moments with Elijah and Kailyn, James continued. They both exhibit strong postpartum body language cues as well. This implied that it's possible they've only recently begun talking about their emotions together. This podcast puts the listener in the role of the therapist and simulates seeing a couple go through therapy. Within that, a lot of their daily activities would fall under the category of battling fires. They have to care for 7 young children in addition to Kailyn's media career. It could be crucial for her to hear his revelations because he has a tendency to bottle things up. They demonstrate how they have a lot on their plates following the birth, so the name release can take a while. Compared to how she felt in the NICU, Kailyn seems tougher and more resilient. Elijah, on the other hand, occasionally hardly opens his mouth to talk. She wants him to talk, but as he does, she cuts him off ritualistically. Kailyn pretended to be preoccupied as she covered her eye with her palm. She also goes to her fallback response to let out a loud laugh, suggesting she has felt pressure to be strong and resilient. Her statement, "I cried, but you didn't cry back," seems particularly revealing. It is as though in terms of her needs in the relationship, and as they move through this time together, it is difficult for Kailyn.